From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's get off the field. Mike 2. Check right. 2.
He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And this one's high, but not very far. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check 55 for Mike. Ready. Slam.
Ready.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Check 31. Shift.
Tomlinson again, a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go now. 15.
On 1st down, Lowry. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
155. Here we go.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Lowry. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lowry. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortune.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Lowry. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
On 1st and 10, Lowry. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Protein spill. Hey, orbit. Yo, rip to go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No score after one on EA Sports.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jet bomber. Hey, exit.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he stays up. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, check Mike 21.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On the set. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Hey, we got 3 out, 3 out. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Mike 2, watch 2, watch 2. I'm going to run you over.
2nd and 9 now. He's got Allen. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Complete to Keenan Allen. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jets.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Put that team on the clock. Mike 1, Mike 1.
Hey, Echo.
Defense, just get off the field, defense. So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll set up a throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Come on, come on. Mike one. Mike.
Back to throw. Open man, it's Allen. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
We got this.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Hey, tight. Go.
They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And Robinson with a big catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw. Lowry. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Operating from the gun, Lowry. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready, set.
Number one. I don't think you got it, sir.
Hatch 61, matchbox light. Hey, wahoo!
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Allen's got it complete. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Got it.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
New York.
Come on, set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check three. But, gotta get fired.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Smooth.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Man, that's trash.
2nd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
30 base. Top defense.
Back to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready, break.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 52 the mark. Check 52 the
From the gun, Lowry. Looking downfield for Godwin. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's our time.
Get it.
Throwing again. Lowry. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tomlinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Back to throw. Lowry. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Snap.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of
Fire.
They stay on the ground, Tomlinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Keep it up, guys.
To throw on 3rd down, Lowry. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Watch 2. Watch 2. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Choose the mic.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 2.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, orbit. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lowry. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lowry. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming. Mike 2.
Hey, Jet.
Watch 2.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Who draw forfeit?
Who's
Hey, exit.
Let's get this.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes this one to Mack. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
I'm here all day.
Mike 2, Mike 2.
Hurry. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Caught by Allen. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Watch the twist.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2.
Get him, boy.
Brings up
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Lowry. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lowry. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They're running it.
Hey, Foxtrot.
52. No chance. Where's 52?
Ready?
To throw again. Lowry. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On the ready.
Check back 21.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Check that.
It's a pickup of 3.
Check that.
Pilot 64. Win.
7.
Hey, my 7. check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Here's a 2nd and 7. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Do it.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Tomlinson. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Lowry. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
We got double up, double up.
Looking to throw. Lowry. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Check 24, check 24.
We 2 jet bombers, we 2 jet bombers. Hey, Haywood.
2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
It's going to be a long
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass. Choose the mic.
That's what I do.
2nd and 3. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
29 is the mic. Mic 29. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mic 29. Check.
He'll drop to throw. And Allen's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a 1st.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here we go again. Mic 1. Let's go, D.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The kick by Joseph is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. You run. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, orbit. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. Hey, they scared. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.